Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Washington Commanders taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Joining Charles Davis up in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is time to begin another NFL season. Here we go. And it's a new era for Washington, making their debut under the Commanders' name. And, Charles, they're going to face a team in Jacksonville who is starting this year up with a new man in charge as well. So newness on both sides here in this one.
Yeah, and only 3 combined playoff appearances in the last 9 seasons for both of these teams. Washington certainly hoping their new Commanders nickname can bring newfound success after finishing 7-10 last year. They're 4th in 5 years, finishing with 7 wins. In Jacksonville, they're open a brand new coaching staff and a breath of fresh air to bring the most out of a young core after going 3-14 last season.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence will get this one complete to Zane Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them. And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. ETN up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's
right. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll roll him out right. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him. 2nd down and goal. Jackson hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He's got it to Gibson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was trying to find Jahan Dotson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But Charles, you know, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 27, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Etienne across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry out of the pistol. Total run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Not gonna lie, if y'all can hear me, if y'all right here at this video, I might trade. I might trade Derrick Henry.
Brian Robinson Jr. making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown.
Because it seemed like Brian, I ain't gonna lie, because it seemed like Brian Robinson, they block much more better for Brian Robinson, but when it comes down to Derrick Henry, they don't block for nothing, bro. You see how Brian Robinson already got like 2 touchdowns and like got like 30-some yards, and Derrick Henry just got like 20-some yards. That's what I'm like, bro. Yeah. Derrick Henry, you gotta go. I might just get, because I'm debating if I want a D-lineman, but my D-line is good, so I'll probably just give me another, like, I'll probably just trade for like a pick, just trade him for like a pick, trade him for like 2 first-round picks, 2 first-round picks and a 2nd-round pick. Heck, no, thank you. But yeah, the next game, before the next game, I want to make sure I record it for the next game. Derrick Henry is not going to be on the team.
First-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson, he on a mission too.
Making quite a splash
that
with his
rookie, I'm trying to tell you.
his NFL debut. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making a play there.
And he'll just get rid of it. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath for those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Not a lot of halftime report. My team playing good, defense playing good, offense playing good. The most thing that I'm really worried about right now is the offensive line because I did get hit. I think I got hit like a couple times in the pocket. And I did trade for all the best players at their position with dealing with the offensive line. That's how I'm like, bro.
And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running
back,
let him create some space.
It look at Allen. Look at Allen on the right. Did y'all see Allen on the right? Did y'all see Allen on the right, bro? I might gotta put edge protection because I didn't do the he got edge protection. See, see Lane, he don't have edge protection yet. Yeah, I'm gonna redo these abilities because I don't know why in the hell they get into they get into Lamar Jackson right now. Let me look at the stats real quick. I should have showed the stats. That's on me, y'all. I should have showed the stats. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And you see how he had more carries? They both had 27 yards. He got 2 touchdowns. I mean, Derrick Henry, he do average like more, but Oh my God! Like, you see how, I don't know. Jahan Dawson, he got over 100 yards. So I need to get a ball to these two. And yeah, because I'm trying to have, yeah, I need to get the ball to these two. Yeah. Heck nah. Defense doing amazing like always. Alright, back to the game.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Get Terry a touchdown.
Again, Jackson.
Touchdown. Thank you, Terry McLaurin.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Now I just need to give you them yards right now.
A 7-yard touchdown.
I'm not gonna lie.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
52's the mark, 52.
On first down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Lawrence. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A handoff running left is ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money. Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to throw again is Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field.
Here's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And he completed 7 straight passes before that one as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill 75 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And that's complete. ETN out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Henry up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his right. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way. The 3. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Second down and goal. Jackson, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt. But they've been mistaken.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Robinson with another carry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Robinson.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders,
it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit.
Yo. Cause I ain't gonna lie, boys, I'm about to give me a strong safety, so Derrick Henry, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. Sorry, my boy, but you gotta go. Hey, don't say nothing crazy. I'm recording. I'm about to hurry up and finish this recording. Let's go. Nah, I know how you is sometimes. What do I mean by that? I'm done. I'm gonna do a first round pick too. Damn, let me get. Hold on. What if I would just do like this? Oh, almost got him. After I get done James Yard, then I'm gonna end out this clip. And then I do the next one. Yes. Yeah, boys. So next video, boys, is gonna be versus the Lions. And just to show y'all that I'm not cheating, I got this on all Madden. The definitely y'all see it. I'm about to put this on competition though too. Just so y'all can see it. This I got it on the clip. I'm not cheating. This is on all Madden. I'm about to send to the Lions, and then next video y'all gonna see me versus the Lions. Talk to you boys later. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you boys later.